Okay, Chase Briscoe, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We enjoy it, especially ahead of Brickyard, an exciting weekend here. There's always so much going on in Indy. I'm sure it's fun for you to be back, but what is your excitement level just going into Brickyard and being back in the Hoosier State?
Yeah, definitely super excited. It's awesome for me just first off to be able to come back home. My entire family still lives here, so I get to see my grandparents and my cousins and my aunts and uncles and my parents. So that part's always the best part of it, right? Just getting to spend time with them. But yeah, just coming here and racing at the Brickyard is so special when you're from Indiana, just because the fan base gets so behind a guy if they're from Indiana, and I certainly feel that every time I come here. So yeah, for me to be able to race at home in front of them, it's unlike any other weekend we have all year long. So glad it's finally here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Talk me through joining a new team in Joe Gibbs Racing, kind of how that all shook out and how it's gone this season as well.
Yeah, it's definitely been a big adjustment over the off season. Just trying to get acclimated to just the process and everything that they do different than what I'm used to my entire career. But it's been great on the racetrack. The cars are really, really fast week in and week out, which makes it a lot of fun for me. And yeah, I've really enjoyed getting to be over there and just get to see what makes them so successful. I'd raced against them my entire career, but until you're actually inside the walls and see just how involved coach is and just all the people that he has in place, it's been very eye-opening what I've raced against my entire career, and excited to finally be on this side of it now.
Yeah, you're 30, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, 30, the big 3-0. At this point in your career, and moving forward and just NASCAR in general, what is it that motivates you and drives you? Has that changed as you've gotten a little older? I mean, you're not old by any means, but has that changed? Like, what drives you at this point?
Yeah, I think it changes. Every season there's different things. Right now, I have 3 kids. I have 9-month-old twins and a 3.5-year-old. So that definitely is a lot of motivation just to provide for them. But I think this year specifically is just going to a new team and a new environment. There's a lot of motivation there, just trying to perform at a new job, but also just the opportunity that it creates. I feel like this is the best opportunity I've ever had in my career to go perform on Sundays, week in and week out, and just trying to prove my worth and prove that I belong. I definitely have enjoyed that part of this season, and just I feel like the results have been good too, so it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, on that note, just kind of going through how the season has gone for you, some momentum of late. 1 at Pocono, 2nd at Dover. Do you feel that momentum heading into Brickyard? And like that's quite a way to go into the Brickyard.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely, I've never came into Brickyard weekend kind of on a confidence streak like we've had so far. And, even winning at Pocono, that's probably the closest track that relates to Indianapolis. We're even bringing our Pocono car here this weekend. So, yeah, I feel really good about it. I feel like our race team right now, just specifically the 19 team, is one of the best in the series. Like we've ran, I think, top 2, 3 out of the last 5 weeks. We've been super fast week in and week out. So, yeah, this is I told my wife just last week, I feel like this is the first time I've had a legitimate shot to go win at the Brickyard, and that's exciting for me for sure.
That's very exciting. So yeah, along with those lines, you're feeling good right now, on track, being from Indiana. What is it that the Brickyard means to you? What does that mean when you're going to race there? And I imagine that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, every race car driver dreams of just getting to race in Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but when you grow up, 70 miles away from the place and grew up coming here, all the time as a kid and going to the races, whether it was the Indy 500 or the Brickyard 400, it's different. I just dreamed of just getting to run a lap there, let alone, racing there in the Cup Series and even being able to win there a couple of years ago. It's just, it's always an emotional week for me, especially just when we do the ride around and the national anthem. It just all kind of hits me that like I'm fulfilling my dream that I dreamed of doing 20, 15 years ago and even 10 years ago. So yeah, it's just always a special weekend for me, just being back at home and just honestly kind of seeing how far I've came. I was always on the other side of the fence, and now I'm on the competitor side, and it's just crazy to think about.
What makes Indy so special?
Yeah, it's just, I think it's such a hallowed ground. Literally, the who's a who of motorsports have won here and raced here. When you look at the list of winners, it's a very short list, truthfully. There's just not a lot of races here in the first place, but the Indy 500 is, the biggest race in the world. And as a race car driver, you want to race at places that have the biggest races in the world. And I think just the history, the place is over 100 years old. There's not very many racetracks like that. And I think also a lot of it too is just how the fans come out, and I mean, there's no other race or racetrack that's getting 300,000 plus fans for a race. I mean, they're just not. And you just look at the history of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and that's what makes it so significant.
What are your expectations going into this weekend? I know it's like one of the races, right? So much can happen. You don't know what's going to happen. You're feeling good on track, but what would constitute a successful, maybe outside of winning, or maybe it is just winning?
Yeah.
That would be successful. But
Yeah,
what do you expect?
Yeah, I think for me, I mean, definitely from what's a success or not. I mean, it's definitely winning. If we win, it's a successful weekend. If we don't, I'm gonna leave bummed. Especially if we run second again. We've ran second the last 2 weeks in a row. If I came that close here at home, it would definitely sting a little bit more. So yeah, I think this track is. First off, just so hard to win at. It's so track position dependent. You hear it time and time again, just how hard it is to pass here. So it really takes the whole weekend. Your car has to be really fast from the time you unload. You have to be able to qualify well. Your pit stops have to be good. Restarts have to be good. It takes the whole package everywhere we go, but certainly when you come to Indianapolis, it's just it takes everything, and your car has to be so good. So yeah, for us, if we were able to win this race, it would for sure be a success. It would be the biggest win of my career. It's the one race I want to win more than any other race in the world, and it would be pretty special if we do it this weekend.
All right, that's about all you need to say when it comes to the Brickyard.
Yeah,
That's Chase Briscoe of Joe Gibbs Racing. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. Best of luck this weekend, and be sure to keep it locked on 13 and on WTHR Plus.